Auction time. This is the 7F series auction. 7F01. I did this on video. This is the long, I forgot the name of the video, but this is the long, whatever point series. Yeah. And I think it's an agate basin. Some of the agate basins did have concave bases, but if they didn't, then just consider it an art point. Yeah. Yeah, you can see it all on video. I did not modify it off camera at all. So there you go. 5 3/8. The widest part, 1.25 inches. It's made of opaque, non-translucent obsidian, that black buttery stuff. See, it's not translucent. Some of my favorite stuff, even though it's quite finicky and it's not that predictable. It's almost like the Scots bluff or Eden styles, right? I did not grind it down here. A lot of these agate basins do have ground down sides and bases, but I did not grind it. This is sharpened all the way around. So some of the agate basins did not have grinding on the stems. So there is that. All right. I like it. I didn't want to get rid of it, but yeah, it's one of those things. 7F02. This one I made off camera from a Biface I made on camera. This is I believe it's a Harden type made from hornstone that I bifaced on a video, a live stream. Yeah, it was a live stream video. I made 2 bifaces. Do I have the other one in here? I've got the other one in here, but it's in the box of Brooks bifaces. I made 2 of these on video. This one's in the Brooks and bifaces because it had a little pocket of something like a quartz pocket there, and I was trying to get it out, and I ended up messing up the middle of it with some weird diving flakes, trying to get rid of an island caused by that little pocket right there. So the other side's okay. It's pretty thin, but it's in the Brooks bifaces. Anyway, same material, same type of hornstone. It is unpredictable. I almost couldn't get this out. It's kind of crunchy right there. This side's all right. So side A, side B. This one is 4 1/8 inches long. The widest part is about 2 inches. The stem, I'm just curious, a little over 1.5 inches. The neck is about 3/4 inch. So I would consider this a knife. Yeah. Back in the day. I sharpened it with kind of a jaggedy edge. Okay. I didn't worry about removing the deltas after sharpening. Okay, I just got it sharp, and it's very sharp. Hornstone is one of the best materials for sharpening, I think. It can produce an extremely sharp edge because you can get it really, really thin. Now I didn't go extra thin on the blade because it's too risky. But yeah, you can go really thin on the blade as well with hornstone. All right. 7F03. I think I did this one on video. Yes, this is a Scots bluff or Eden type or something similar. I did grind down the stem. There's another point, that mesa point or something that looks kind of like this. I'm not sure what it's called. But yeah, I was looking at the book the other day. Let's see. What book is it? It's the Overstreet Guide. Let me just see if I can quickly, within 5 seconds, look at what I'm thinking. See, Hasket is the name I was thinking of the other day for that long point I made on video. Hasket. But it's not thick enough. See, this one, the first one, is not thick enough to be a hasket. No. Haskets are pretty thick. So this one, I'm looking to see if mesa is the correct term. Hold on. I don't like doing this. Oh, what about Nightfire? No. And we passed it already. Maybe that's not the right term for it. That's probably not the right term. Yeah, because it's not in here. I don't know. There was another one that's similar to the Cody complex types. Anyway, that's what this is. Cody complex type. How about that? Okay. 4 3/16 by 1 inch. Yeah. It's all on video. Nice and smooth. The flaking is a little off. It's hard to get these consistent, and you can see why in the video. Okay. 7F04. This one I made completely off camera from a piece of obsidian that was very much like dacite, what flint knappers call dacite. Opaque, dark gray obsidian or dacite. Now it can thin down really well, but it's very, very crunchy. And it started out much wider than this. This is an Elco style. Elco eared, in case I didn't mention it. And it sharpened, although it's very difficult to sharpen this stuff. And I ended up losing a lot of width. Like I was saying, it was much wider. But finally, after many passes, I finally got it to sharpen up. Yeah. To where it's not annoying to see too many little crushings on the edges. That's what annoys me. If I see too many of those edges crushed, I have to resharpen it. Yeah. The good thing about obsidian and dacite is it's not that difficult to notch it. Yeah, just got to make sure I don't blow off any of the barbs and stuff. I originally was going to sell this as a biface. I said, no, let's try making points this time. So yeah, it doubles the time I take to make these. And I don't make double the money, but I just need to practice. Yeah. 3 15/16 inches long. Yeah. No, 3 7/16. Yeah, 3 7/16 inches long. Okay. Yeah, Elco eared type. 7F05. I made this one on video. Yes, I did. But I also modified it off camera to get rid of a step fracture that was right there. I remember that so well because it was so aggravating during the video. It's very difficult for me to damage control on camera. Off camera, it's not so sweaty, so to speak. You know what I mean? Doing the damage control in the sweat stage on video is just a real hassle. So I modified it off camera to get rid of any other defects that I didn't like, especially where it got lumpy. So I took the lumps out and the step fractures. 4 inches exactly. Imagine that. Yeah, 1 1/8. What kind of point is it? I don't know. It's like an agate basin. Yeah. Easy. 7F06. I made this one off camera from, you guessed it, triple flow. I like it. I like it. I'm going to regret someday selling all these off because they're so cool. Yeah. It's got some red in it. Little spots here and there. Anyway, this is another Elco eared. I made it off camera. It's sharpened all the way around. If it's a finished point, it's going to be sharp. All right? Okay. 2 7/8. And this one fits more into the Elco eared size. The other Elco eared is a little bit large. This one here, the one that posted earlier, 7F04, is a little bit large for an Elco, but this is about the average size. Yeah. I like Elcos. They remind me of Frios from Texas. But they're like obsidian Frios. Yeah. Cool. 7F07. This is an art point made out of triple flow again. Mostly clear this time. It's got notches. Yes, it does. How come we can't see them? Because I don't know what to do for backgrounds so you can see. That's not going to do it. What else can I use? Let's see. Do I have something else? I should. I missed their materials. Can you see it with this? No? Like that? No? I don't know what to do. Why is it hard to see? Because it's mostly clear. Yeah. Okay, so this one, I don't know, 2 3/8. It's an art point, and if I didn't mention it already, art point, which means it is something that kind of resembles something in archaeological record, but I put embellishments or my own design into it. See, it's like an Elco corner notched, but it's not really corner notched, and it has stylized notches that are not Elco type, and the barbs are super long. Right, so it's just an art point. Yeah, okay. 7F08. It's another art point, and this one is just opaque black obsidian. Yeah. I like this stuff, so I made an art point out of this stuff. I got a lot of flakes of this size. They're just mostly curved, difficult to work. Some of these flakes that I've got of this size have cortex and defects like bulbs of percussion and stuff. So I don't offer very many points like this because it's difficult to nap what I've got, but I like napping it. Yeah, so art point. 2 1/4. Yep. I'm experimenting with expanding notches too. I got another notching tool. I made another notching tool, so I've been doing some expanding notches. You'll see it also on the next point coming up. 7F09. This one is a large Win2 style, but it's also an art point because it's a lot bigger than what you normally see in this style. All right, this is all exaggerated because I'm experimenting with using the new notching tool to do these notches, and I can't use it very well on small notches, so I'm starting on these exaggeratedly large points. All right, 2 5/8 at the most. It's got a needle tip. It is translucent or transparent. Yeah, it's a smoky obsidian. Nice. High-grade obsidian. This is very high-grade stuff. Very consistent, so it was not difficult to put these notches in. But I'm experimenting with the new tool to put in these narrow entry expanding notches. I'll get smaller and smaller and smaller as time goes on. And, after I make some new tools, let's see. If I use a white background? Yeah, okay. Why didn't I do that before? See, it shows up good. It doesn't show up that good. I tried a white background already. That's right. So, yeah, I'm trying to work my way down to smaller points. Okay? So, yeah, the smaller points with narrow entry and expanding notches are coming as also eccentrics that have, these narrow entry and big old voids in them are coming. All right, they're coming up. I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this, to make the transition to doing the vertical pressure notching work, but hopefully it won't take too long. 7F10 box of bifaces. These are 5 bifaces that I didn't get around to napping. Triple flow. This one's a triple flow. And these are bifaces, okay? So they're kind of dulled for the next pass. They're abraded on the outsides in many cases. This is transparent, high-grade obsidian. These are not sharpened all the way around, although I did trim this one, so this is kind of sharp. Yeah, this is trimmed down so that I can abrade it one last time for the final pass. So this is what I call refined, and this is unrefined. You can tell the difference in the edges. This one here is sharper, much sharper. But it is triple flow. You can see through some of it. Yeah. You have to turn it kind of at an angle. Like this is not as transparent, but this way, yeah. And let's see, this one is also a triple flow. Unrefined biface. This one is a banded, kind of a smoky, high-grade obsidian. It's got smoky bands in it. Yeah. This one is refined, but it's ground down after I sharpened or after I refined it. These are in various stages, these bifaces. Okay, so this one is 3 1/8, 2 7/8, 2 3/4, 3 inches exactly, and I don't know, 2 7/8, a little bit more than 2 7/8. All right, all together in one box. And last but not least, box of bifaces, 7F11, box of broken bifaces. This one is a bubbly obsidian. It's got bubbles in it, but it's also inconsistent, so I snapped it. But I couldn't figure out if it was me or the material. It looks like there's no real defect, so it was probably just me being too aggressive with it. Yeah. See, right there is the last strike. Yeah. You could tell that I was way too aggressive. Yes? I was hoping maybe it was a defect. It broke weirdly right there. See that? So it may have been a previous flake that was an obstacle in there, maybe an island of some sort that I was trying to clear out of there. It just broke in a weird way. Yeah, unexpectedly, because this is not difficult material to nap. This stuff can be triple flow. I just call it bubbly. It would have been buttery if it wasn't for all the little bubbles and little inclusions. It's got ash pockets and stuff. It's like a snowflake obsidian almost, but it has red in it. It's got little bands of red and little places where it's kind of transparent. See that down here? A couple of other areas I saw that were transparent. Yeah, right there. So it's a triple flow, but it's all weird. Yeah. Anyway, don't want to spend too much time on this stuff. This is a broken triple flow biface. This is a hornstone biface. Okay, thin down, but got crunchy in the middle. I didn't like it. I broke this one in manufacture. Yeah, that was heartbreaking. But it was, something was in the material. I think there was, yeah, the material defect in this one. But yeah, it's that black buttery stuff. It was destined for greatness? Almost. It wasn't that great. It was giving me trouble as it was. Yeah, there's a crunchy spot right here too. There's a crunchy spot right here. It's a biface, but it's not a high-grade biface. It's got crunchy spots in it. There's something weird going on all through there. Okay, can you see how weird it is? And it's not well, let's see, does it have transparency? No. It's that black buttery stuff. Same with the one before. Yeah. This one has some weird stuff going on. See that? There's a pocket in there. There's a void. Very rarely, I see very rarely these voids in the obsidian. So I said, no, I know where this is going. I'm just going to leave it. Someone else can mess with it. Some more black butter obsidian. Just different consistency. You can see how shiny the one on the right is compared to that one. This was more on the dacite side of things. Opaque black obsidian. I had these on a separate video. Trying to make arrowhead out of a thin flake. I think these are triple flow. Yeah. This one had some defects in the material, in that black buttery stuff. Another piece with defects. Same with this one, black butter with defects. So this black buttery stuff has a lot of issues. In many cases, I was testing a bunch of it because I wanted to nap a bunch of it. But that one has a crack right through there. I don't know, it's healed partially, but it's so weird that I said no. Not even going to mess with it. This one is a smoky obsidian, high grade. Unfortunately, I don't know why I broke this one. Oh, I think I see it now. I was trying to remove the lump right there. And I created a step fracture and a break. See, it must have been a lump that I wanted to get rid of. And it broke instead. Because there's nothing wrong with the material. This is high grade stuff. Yeah. I was just being too aggressive with it. And some other high grade smoky obsidian, right? It's smoky. Yeah. Or maybe it's a triple flow. I don't know. It's a smoky and black obsidian. Okay. All right. So that's it. All in one box. You guys can mess with it. I don't know what you guys do with this kind of stuff. You might be able to glue it back together and use it for a display. I've seen quite a few displays from you guys, so I'm thinking that's what a lot of these things go to. Displays. All right. Rules. Okay, these are just a short version of the rules. I'm using these little note cards. Okay. There will be an auction here every Monday. I will post the auction video at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, I'll try to get it posted at 4 p.m. Sometimes I might be late. And it will end at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Every time. That I won't be late on. Okay? You bid in the comment section. If you're not able to post a comment, you will not be able to participate in the auction. You bid under one or more of my pre-populated comments. Please include the item number if you're not sure you placed your bid in the correct place. Okay? Kind of self-explanatory. Try not to bid at the last minute. I'm using YouTube's time tracker and it's not always accurate. Okay, just fair warning. Okay, I reserve the right to call the winner as I see fit in any case. Right? Okay, so there's been issues where it's been very close and people have been bidding at the last minute and sometimes YouTube says you're late. even though you and I both know you're on time, but I got to use a time tracker that everybody sees. So that's why I use YouTube's time tracker. All right? Okay. Look at my previous auctions to see how they work. If you have questions, you can email me or post your questions in the comments section. So my email is jackcrafty2@gmail.com. All right. There is a description of the auction in the description box. I also post this short video clip every time in case you don't like reading. Yeah. There will be a hard close of the auction at 9 p.m. Eastern time. It depends on your time zone, though. It ends at 8 if you're on Central Time, 7 if you're on Mountain Time, and 6 if you're on Pacific Time. Make sure you account for your time zone. Okay? All right. I will begin announcing winners 1 minute after the top of the hour. It may take me up to 45 minutes to announce all the winners, though. Okay, so give me some time to announce all the winners. I will start at 1 minute after the top of the hour because I refresh the comment section to make sure I see everyone's comment and I know what time they bid. Okay. I will hit the heart button if you win. This is the only notification you will receive. There is no private messaging in YouTube. And I will not hunt you down on Facebook or anything like that to announce that you are the winner. I will put a heart on the winning bid. I will heart it or love it or whatever it's called. Okay? All right. As a last resort, I can bid for you if you contact me before the auction ends. However, I will not bid for you closer than 5 minutes prior to closing. Okay? So keep that in mind. Again, my email is jackcrafty2@gmail.com. You can email me if you're having trouble. You can bid as many times as you like. I will only charge you the amount that beats the next highest bidder. This helps to prevent sniping. Okay, so if you're not sure what that means, just look at previous auctions. You'll see that some guys bid a lot toward the end of the auction. They start putting in bids at the last minute just so someone won't snipe them for like $2. You know what sniping is, right? If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. Let's see. Did I skip one? No. I will hit the like button if and when I see your bid. It may take me a while, but as the time approaches the closing, I check more frequently. Okay, so this is how you know that I'm seeing your bids or comments. I will hit the like button. Okay, this is very important, especially if you're new. If you suspect that your comments or bids are not being seen, try asking if I see your comments bids. You ask in the comment section. If I don't respond, I can't see your comments or bids. All right, pretty obvious. So if I can't see your comments or bids, you got to try something else, like restart your phone or use someone else's phone or get on your computer to try to bid or, send me an email. Figure out what's going on because it's usually on your end, right? Yeah. So just try different methods to try to get your comments visible. Shipping is free in the US. International shipping is discounted but not free. Okay? Free in the US, but international shipping is not free. It's $10 extra for a light package, 1 pound or less, and $20 extra if it's heavier than that. Okay? So your international shipping is discounted, but it's not free. Shipping is free in the US. I ship all items through the US Post Office. I will always provide tracking numbers. I will issue refunds if requested. Oh, yes. If you are the winner and you're new, you'll need to email me your name, your address, and preferred method of payment. Or you can ask me what I prefer. I usually prefer PayPal, but I have different payment methods that I use. I accept Venmo, Cash App, PayPal.me, Zelle. Okay, just we'll arrange this in the emails. Okay. Okay, that's it for the cheat notes. Good luck, everybody.